Hi, Brian. Hi, Betty. Hey, Brian. How are you? How you doing, Betty? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you guys. How are you today? It's hump day. It's hump day. As many like to say, we're halfway through the week, right? We're halfway through the week. I like to say we're midweek. I like to say we're midweek. I don't want it to feel like I'm rushing the week. I don't want it to feel like I'm rushing the week. I used to think like that, like we're halfway there. But what are we halfway to? We're halfway, if you think about it that way, we're halfway to what most of us look forward to as, I guess, the weekend, right? But once you get to the weekend, it flies by and you're right back at the beginning of the week. So I like to look at it as midweek. We're midweek. Let the midweek be the fun part. Like every day is a fun day. Every day that we're blessed to have is a fun day. Hey, Sassy. You know how it is again. The sun is popping out and it's going down. It's popping out and it's coming back. It's going in and it's popping out. It's in and out. The sun is in and out. It's probably more so in today than it was yesterday. I'm just walking, Brian. I walk every day. I walk every day. You see my legs moving? Hopefully that'll encourage you to move. Let's walk and talk. We walk and we talk. I know you haven't been over here in a while, so you probably didn't know that most days I walk every day, but most days I come on here as well when I'm done working out. And this is like my second cool down. But it's a long one. It's a long cool down. It's a long cool down. It's basically motivation. It's meant to be motivational to get people to move, whether it's walking, biking, dancing, skating, swimming, jogging, treadmill, elliptical, whatever it is, or maybe just walking around your yard. Just walking around your yard. So we aren't going anywhere specific. Walking to clear our minds. And today, this is Wednesday. We want to talk about wins. Y'all notice we always talk about some of the things that, maybe get us down, some of the things that we're going through. But let's talk about some wins. Let's talk about some wins. Things to let you know that you're winning. Or situations where you feel like you came out the winner. Because we all want to be winners, don't we? We all want to be winners. Let's talk about some situations where you weren't quite sure what the outcome would be or how things would go. But at the end of the situation, you came out the winner. You came out the winner. Brian says, okay. How have you been, Brian? Lord, this phone, let's see if it'll, there you go. There it goes. Trying to see if it'll, yeah. It was acting crazy. Sassy speaking to everybody. Hey, Sassy, thank you, thank you, thank you. What time is it there, Sassy? Are you about to get off? Just finished working, feeling good now. Hey, that's the best way to feel. That's the best way to feel, Betty. It's to feel good. Feel good. I would love to walk every day, but my neighborhood is not friendly, so I ride my indoor bike 6 days a week. Hey, that I know. You know what, Betty? That's great that you ride your bike 6 days a week because it is so hard to get people to understand that cardio is something, it's exercise that you can do every day. Every day. Every day. Cardio is something you can do every day. But, sometimes people, like the place where they live, it may not be, conducive to walking. So they, fortunately, luckily, they have indoor equipment. So it's a good thing that you do have indoor equipment and you get to ride your bike 6 days a week. That's great. That's great. If we can get, if most of us would do something at least 5 days, that would really be good. And you're doing something 6. So that's great. That is great. Y'all, these squirrels are out here having a ball. They're having a ball. Hello, everyone coming in. Thumbs up the live for the host. Most importantly, that's respected live. Thank you. Thank you, Sassy, so much. Thank you so much. Y'all, these shorts right here. Don't y'all hate it when you get, see, this is not winning. I have to keep tugging at these shorts because I realized today, I guess sometimes when your clothes start to get old, sometimes they don't like you as much. They don't like you as much. And they do one of a few things. They either stretch all out of place or they get tighter. I weigh the same, so I guess they've just gotten older and the material is just not as good as it used to be. And it keeps either rolling up or scooting up, scooting up. I know sometimes when you gain a couple of pounds, some clothes will start to move, shift the way they don't fit you the way they used to. They'll roll. Or if you lose a few pounds, they kind of hang off of you. They want to drop on one side. They just act crazy. But sometimes they're just old and they're going to do one or the other. It doesn't matter what you do. You can stay the same size. I'm the same size I was when I bought them. And they're getting on my nerves. But I love them, y'all. I love them because they have pockets. They're workout shorts with pockets. Those are the best clothes. The ones that have pockets, the best workout clothes, have pockets, okay? You can stick your phone in there. You can stick your key in there. You can stick your earbuds in there. The best workout clothes have pockets. And I have some that have pockets on each side. The top has pockets. Those are the best workout clothes. Hello, man. I think I told you I work out before let me see. I think I told you, hold on, let me see. I came out, I came out the winter with this job I like now. I'm heading home. I clocked out at 2:30. I think I told you I worked out before. I've been working out before. You've been working out before. Yeah, yesterday you said, I think it was yesterday, you said that you worked out before you went to work. I think you told us that yesterday. So you got a chance to work out again today before work. That's good. That's good. So now you don't even have to worry about it. You got it out of the way. You got her done. You got her done. And you don't have to worry about it. Sassy, it gets on my nerves so bad. And because I was like, at first I was like, hold up. I checked the scales, Sassy. Sassy, I had to check the scales. The scales said the same. So I guess it's just the material. But they aren't the best. It's good workout material, but it wasn't expensive. It wasn't expensive. And that said, sometimes you can buy expensive clothes that don't work either. Don't think because it costs a lot of money that it's going to work. That's not always the case. Sometimes the cheap clothes work just as well or even better. I think with these, I've had them so long, so that's the issue. I think I've had them so long because they're my favorite. They're one of my favorite pair, and I've had them a long time. I've had them years. I had them years, so what do I expect? What do I expect? Brian says, Sassy, how's your day? Hey, Brilliant. Welcome to the live, Brilliant. Live Process, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you, Brilliant. Today we're talking about winning, okay? It's Wednesday wins. We're winning. We're winning. Let's talk about some things, some situations that happened where we weren't too sure of the outcome, but we came out the winner. So y'all tell me some situations, and it may not have been you. It may be someone that you know. Tell me some situations where you came out the winner. You weren't quite sure what the outcome would be, but you came out the winner. Sassy says her day is going well, and it's probably a lot better because she has clocked out. She is clocked out. Like Peanut. Like Peanut, what's going on? Yes, Sassy, yes, yes. Walking, walking to get people to move, to get people to move. Some people have said that when they look at me move, that it's therapeutic, you know, and I can understand that. Sometimes things are therapeutic that you least expect to be therapeutic. Sometimes just watching someone else do something like like knitting. I don't like knitting, but I can watch someone knit all day. Have you guys ever been like that? Like I'm not, I don't knit, you know, but I can watch somebody else knit all day. I can watch them knit all day. Bria says, hello everyone, Sassy Brian, happy winning Wednesday. Man, is it man, what is that? Daljit? Is it? I don't know. But welcome everyone into the chat. Welcome into the live. I hope you guys are having a winning Wednesday. A winning Wednesday. Tell me some situations where you came out the winner, okay? Whether you thought you would or not, especially if you didn't think you would, okay? Because sometimes there are situations where we come out the winner and we weren't even looking at it like that. You know, we weren't even looking at it like that. So it can be anything. You could have been down and out. You could have been skeptical. You could have been like a little leery on how things would turn out, but they turned out great. And even if you don't look at it as coming out the winner, the situation was a win. The situation was a win. Tell me some situations where you guys thought things were going a little left, but hey, they straightened up and you came out with the win. You came out with the win. Just like in sports. Just like in sports, in basketball. You down 20 points. You're down 20 points. You got like 8 minutes to go. Believe it or not, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to come back and win. It only takes 1 point to win, right? It only takes 1 point to win the game. So you're down 20. And I know some people are thinking, in basketball especially, in football especially, hey, a touchdown, you're within 3 points. If you're down 10, well, if you're down 20 in football, yeah, you need like 3 touchdowns. But hey, anything is possible, okay? Even in football, if you're down 20 points, hey, you need 21 points to get the win. Guess what? It's possible. Cause a turnover. Get you 14. Do an onside kick. Win it and get you another 14. Look at how fast you can be within 7 points. It has happened. It has happened. When things are looking gloomy and it's looking like you're going to come out on the losing end, you know, in football, you're down 21 and you got like 8 minutes left. Hey, you can work with it. As long as you don't allow the other team to keep the ball, as long as you don't allow them to pound the ball, hey, you got some playmakers on your team. Maybe they've been a little slack today. Hey, one of those safeties caused a turnover. Somebody on the field causes a turnover. You find yourself within 14, and now you're down to like 5.5 minutes. Go for that onside kick. Even if you miss it, even if you lose the onside kick, okay, create another turnover, okay? Put yourself in a position to kind of help them to commit some fouls or something. Next thing you know, you're within 7 points. That's just, you can tie the game. You can tie the game, or you can tie the game, or you could win the game. Go for 8 points. Go for 8 points. Basketball, same thing. You down, it's 8 minutes. You down by 20. People think that's a lot, but hey, put those best shooters out there, the ones that hit those threes, the ones that are good at collecting fouls. Put them out there. You never know. You never know. Hey, April. If I'm missing you guys, it's because I'm out here walking and the sun is coming, it's kind of in and out. So thank you, Sassy. I know Brilliant is good about speaking to everybody. Brilliant is going to be my next mod, okay? Brilliant is going to be my next mod. When I need another mod, Brilliant is going to be, Brilliant is good about, if she wants to be, Brilliant is good about welcoming everybody, being friendly to everybody, keeping people in line when it comes to being rude, because most adults don't need to be kept in line. Most adults are adulting, okay? But sometimes you get the trolls to come through. Sometimes you get the trolls to come through. Sassy, look, Sassy said, read your comments. I can't. Let's see, I'm getting to a spot where I can read them now. Miss Jazzy, hey, Miss Jazzy. Miss Jazzy, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know if, I hope everything is good, Miss Jazzy. I hope everything is cool. I don't know if you've handled that situation, but I hope that you have. If you haven't, we know that you will. If you haven't, we know that you will. Miss Jazzy, oh my God. What is that about? Sassy, Sassy, you can handle your business. You can handle your business if you need to. Hey, April. Who is Oliver? Jazzy speaking to April. Everyone speaking to April. That's a good thing. Oh, no. Hold on 1 second. I remember. Sassy, you got it. What was that? What was that? What was he saying? Something crazy. Y'all see, I cannot see. And right now the sun isn't even up and I still can't see. But I went back and checked the video yesterday and it was clear, but I just can't see it. So I gotta win. I've been struggling let me slow down, these past few weeks getting back in the groove after my nephew. Oh yeah. And honestly, I've been slacking a bit and beating myself up. Same time I've been bidding for a yes, do not spam the chat. Do not spam this chat, because when you come in here spamming the chat, yeah, they may shadow ban you, but most likely they will shadow ban me. So don't do that. Don't be ignorant. Don't show us how ignorant you can be, because we know that you know better. And if you are a troll, you have two options. You can be a bad troll or you can be a good troll. Okay? If you come in here and you're a bad troll, you're out of here. You can keep watching if you would like. You can keep giving us the view, but you will be blocked. If you're a good troll, you can hang around as long as you're being nice and as long as you're being friendly, okay? And give me a thumbs up. Hit those 3 dots and go outside and give me a like, okay? I see 3. Give me some more. I see 8 in here. Now, see, when you say stuff like that, that's why I don't focus on the likes as much. Because as soon as you ask people for the likes, guess what they do? They start to leave. So, hey, just accept the view. Accept the view. But hey, that is the thing to do. If you're watching, if you're looking, even if it's for just a second, hit that thumbs up. What's wrong with you? You don't like the support for real? You come over here, you go into other people's chats, and you know what YouTube is about. You know what helps them out. Of course the view helps. So I don't fuss too much about the likes. But being that you know that they help, why not do it? Because see, some of y'all don't want to do it. Some of y'all don't want to do it because y'all mean. Some of y'all don't want to do it because y'all think somebody is doing so much better than you, and you have no clue. You have no clue. Look at those pink flowers. What do you call that? I don't even know. What are those? Are they dandelions too? I know the yellow ones. The yellow ones are dandelions. That's pretty. They're like growing in circles. They're growing in circles. Let's see. Jazzy says, Arbor is, and it's, yes, she is. And see, that's the thing too, Miss Jazzy. A lot of times, there are some people, like my chat is not, I don't have 100 and 200 people. See, to get that many people, you got to be doing one of a few things. You got to be being really messy, really ugly to people, or you got to be doing something like, I guess, just like really eye-opening or eye-catching. And what we're doing over here is we're just trying to motivate people. And sometimes that's not eye-catching to people, you know? And that's not like, it doesn't make people want to come. When you're doing positive things, it's harder to get people to come. Usually when you're doing something negative, people flock to your channel. Even if it's just to watch, even if it's to criticize, even if it's to criticize the negativity, people will still come. It's like people like watching bad things. even if they don't agree with it. Isn't that strange? But then when you're trying to be positive, encouraging, and uplifting, you will have people to come, but it won't be in the same numbers, and it'll usually be your true supporters. And so that's the way I like it. That is honestly the way I like it, because we get to learn each other that way. We build a rapport with each other, and we truly care about each other. I don't want a lot of people over here looking for drama or looking for mess or looking for negativity. I want the same people who come that come, because we're looking to uplift and encourage. And a lot of times we're just looking for a break, you know? We're looking for a break to get out of certain things that we've been watching, or we're looking for a break from home. So yeah, you don't, that's a lot to manage. And I've seen some people who have 500-600 people in their chats, and the mods, it's like they almost need 100 mods, because people will go wild. They will go wild. And to me, when YouTube sees that someone is spamming your chat, it shouldn't affect you. It should affect them. But I've been told that when people do drop all those emojis, that they know exactly what they're doing, and YouTube will look at you, you know, especially if you don't say anything or your mods don't catch it. So I appreciate Sassy. I definitely appreciate her for catching that and handling her business and doing what she knew I didn't mind her doing. Y'all, those allergies yesterday tore me up. When I tell y'all, I'm telling you, it's always when I go inside. Y'all, it was from, I was sneezing. Yesterday, it was even my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, it hadn't done me that bad in years, y'all. Those allergies tore my butt up. Different position driving the water truck again, and the men traditionally take the spot. And since I found out last night that I got the job, I have my own mobile office now. Okay, all praises due. Yes, congratulations, brilliant. I'm gonna slow down so I can see more of the comments. Congratulations, I'm glad you got the job. I'm glad you got the job. It was meant for you. That job was meant for you to have. I'm so glad you got the job. That is amazing. That is amazing. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. I am so glad you got the job, brilliant. This troll in here using the itch word. I know you lying, Sassy. Sassy, I know you lying. Okay, Jazzy says, no, I haven't taken care of that yet, Lines Process. Okay, I know you got it. I know you got it. Biggest and the truth. Yeah, you got one? Let us know what your OnlyFans is. Biggest, let us know what your OnlyFans is. If you're ever able to come in here again, let us know, okay? Because right now you can't. Right now you can't. Who was that? I don't know. What were they saying, Sassy? I know you try to give the trolls a chance, but when they start attacking, yes, and bad language. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, of course. Sassy, when they start attacking people and using bad language, get them out. Get them out. Because my channel says not made for kids or whatever, but sometimes y'all know we do have a couple of kids that'll come in here, and so far they haven't proven to be trolls. And that's Bro's Little Adventures and not Preston. Sometimes they come in here. They're from England. Sometimes they come in here. I'm not sure about Preston. I think Bros is. And sometimes they come in here and they hold better conversations than the adults. They hold better conversation than the adults. And so if they're in here doing that, yes, get them out. No questions asked. Profanity, being nasty, name calling, get them out. Saying ignorant stuff that shows that they're ignorant, get them out. Get them out. Yeah, the only ones I want to give a shot are the ones that come in and they're respectful. If they come in and they're respectful, I'm good with it. But if they're disrespectful, get them out immediately. We don't even have to discuss it. Hit that button, y'all, please, please, please. It is free. Thank you, Jazzy. Tell them it's free. Jazzy says that's so sweet, brilliant. I'm gonna try to slow down so I can see a little bit better. I don't know. Let me see something. No, it's not the. I don't know what it is. The sun's not out right now, and it's still looking crazy. He said, "Hater." Oh, I thought I. You know what? I think I saw that, but I think you got it, cause I was about to say something, and then, when I'm talking, my train of thought jumps quickly. So I think I saw it, and I was about to say something, but then I looked down and didn't see it again, so I didn't say anything. Yeah, we respect the polite trolls. We respect the polite trolls. Because, sometimes people come in here, that Leon wanted to go with me. Sometimes people come in here and they're trolling because they don't have anything else to do. But they're not bad, They act silly. They say silly things. That's why that day I was in the mood. I cannot remember that troll's name, but like I said, I think it started with a K. I was in the mood that day. I was in the mood that day. And we let him stay in here for 2 days until we just had to say, nah, enough was enough. He had every opportunity to stay. Look at this litter, y'all. That irks me right there. That irks me. He had every opportunity to stay. But apparently he didn't want to. Ah, Jazzy. Jazzy says, I've never seen a polite or respectable troll. Respectful troll. Jazzy, sometimes they'll come in here and they'll say something like, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm just walking. Look at my legs. Look at my legs. I hope that motivates you to move. Just look at my legs. Just listen to the conversation. Contribute if you have something to contribute. Or just watch. I'll say something like that. Or I'll say, if you're a good troll, you can stay. And they may not say anything for a few seconds, like a minute or so. And they'll just say something kind of not really off or on topic, just something random. And as long as it's not crazy, I let them stay. But you know what they're doing when they're doing that. When they just start throwing out this random stuff, they're going to start trolling eventually. But every now and again, they'll go ahead and just leave. Like if they see that they aren't phasing you really, they'll go ahead and leave. So that's why I say I try not to block, the good ones. But hey, my thing is from now on, if they're nasty or rude, and that's always been the case, block them, no questions asked, block them. But sometimes if they're just saying little stuff like, what was it? Bros came in here. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember when little Bros Little Adventures came in here. He's a little kid. I think, how old is he, Sassy? Like 11 or 12. He came in. I wasn't sure if he was a troll. But do y'all know Bros comes in? Bros asked me yesterday, are you going live today? I was like, yes, I'm about to go live now. So he hadn't been in here in a while. And who knows, he may be a troll and he may not be a troll. I just think he's a little boy who, he seemed mature to be a little boy. Because he held the conversation with us that day. We weren't talking about like anything that a child couldn't be a part of. We were talking about movies. And I think it was his mom had let him watch a particular movie. So he's been coming in here. And Preston has been coming in here. He's another one that I think is young. So I try not to curse. Every now and again I might let a word slip, but I try not to curse because even though I have my channel set for, adults only or not made for children, I think that's what it says, they still can come in. And so when the trolls start to come in here doing all that kind of stuff, in case they come in, I don't want them seeing all that. And so, like I said, they were more adult-like. They were more adult-like than the adults. So sometimes trolls will just kind of come in and say, where are you going? And I know it's not somebody that's usually here. And I'll answer. Or someone in the chat like Sassy or Brilliant, they'll answer. And they'll talk a little bit. And then they'll start to ask the weird questions. And so we know, go ahead and get them out of here. But sometimes they'll ask like one or two things and they'll go ahead and leave. Now, when they come in here talking about, can you shout me out? Then that's an automatic. They don't have to, that's not really ugly or nasty. But once they say that, you know that they're going to keep doing that over and over. or they're going to come back with something really silly. So we just get rid of them. He's 11. Okay, yeah. I thought he was 11. Jazzy says that is truly a blessing, brilliant. It is. It is. Sassy, and thanks, Jazzy. Those heavy bags been taking a toll on me these past few years. I know that it's so good that you do not have to deal with that anymore. It is truly a blessing, brilliant. It is. Brilliant says, not surprised, it's the same job, just instead of lifting. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. No more luggage, no more heavy lifting. That's great. That's great, brilliant. Miss Jazzy says, I have until there. What y'all saying? Okay, okay. Okay. That's back up there to when she never saw respect for troll. I know, Jazzy, I know. But sometimes they're kind of, if they kind of keep it cute, we let them stay in here. Hey, Boots. Jazzy says, I can only imagine, brilliant. You deserve a permanent break from all that heavy lifting. Yes, all that heavy lifting when you work in the airport. Nobody wants to do all that heavy lifting. I mean, it's that working in the airport is a good job. It's a great job. But if you don't want to, hello. If you don't, yeah, how you doing? Y'all, look, y'all. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him, look at him. Look at him. So, but it's good to not to have to lift that luggage anymore. Not to have to lift that luggage anymore. So, yeah. So most of the times the trolls, they come in here and ask for a shout out, or they come in here saying it's a birthday, and I'm okay with that until they start saying real stupid stuff. But you can always tell the ones that are going to be really weird. They always ask me where am I going, as if they knew, as if I told them they would know. So I'm just like, look at my legs. Look at my legs. Just look at my legs. Don't ask me these questions. Just look at my legs moving. Okay? Just look at my legs. I'm encouraging you to move. I'm motivating you to walk. Okay? Just look at my legs. We're walking and we're talking. This is the Lion's Pride. Let's walk and talk. Okay? So that's what you should come over here and do. But you should talk with sense. We want you to talk like you have sense. And we want you to talk like you're an adult. And if you happen to come in here and you're not an adult, you can still talk like you have sense. Okay? Okay? And you can stay. But come over here calling people itches. So you'll make me end up saying something I don't want little bros to hear me say. Okay? You'll make me say something I don't want little bros to hear me say. All right? All right. I told y'all, the lack of patience is a flaw. And if you say certain things to me, yes, this channel is about positivity, but if you say certain things to me, I will you out. Yeah, working 8 hours instead of working 10 to 12 hours. Yeah, yeah. I'd rather do 16. If I'm gonna be there 12, just go ahead and just give me 2 shifts. Just go ahead and give me 2 shifts. I do not like working 10 to 12 hours. It's either 8 or 16. 8 or 16. What Sassy said, I know that's right. Oh yeah, give me 8. Use those thumbs up, y'all. Yes, use the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. What? I asked for a few more and I got 3 more. It was at 3 at first. It was at 3 at first. Y'all, I'm always supposed to be cooling down, but I always end up finding myself wanting to do a brisk walk, okay? To do a brisk walk. I've done that for today. I've been on my elliptical. I've done my weight training. Why do I find myself? I think it's when I hit those hills. Y'all know when I hit the hills, I kind of want to jog and trot the hills. Or right when I finish. But no, we're trying to get the heart rate down. We're trying to cool down. So that's why I'm trying to slow down. I have to make myself, I do pretty good, but sometimes I just start, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all, look, let's see. I remembered I remember, y'all probably can't see it, but I remember, let me see. I don't know why it's not, maybe in the dark, but let's see, I'm gonna tell y'all how many since I started this walk. 5,479. So I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know why you can't see it, but it's 5,479, okay? 5,479. Sassy, Jazzy, we've been talking about these shorts. Girl, these shorts are getting old, okay? Because the scale says the same, all right? The scale says the same. But these shorts, they want to ride like they're riding a bike. They want to ride like they're riding a bike. They want to ride like they're riding a bike. It's almost summer, y'all. Well, we got 2 months. We got 2 months. But hey, spring is warm enough. Get to working out. Don't forget your resistance training, okay? Don't forget your weight training. You don't want to you don't look like the Incredible Hulk unless you're a bodybuilder, unless you compete. But we want to tone those legs. We want to tone those arms. Get those shoulders. Let me tell you something. Let me tell ladies, and I know y'all probably know, the sexiest thing on a lady can be her shoulders. Y'all hear me? The shoulders. You put those summer dresses on, those sundresses. It just makes it look like you like you care about it, like you care about yourself, okay? The sexiest thing can be a woman's shoulders. I work from home, thank God. Book says she works from home, thank goodness, thank God. I know that's right, Boots. Boots, you are truly blessed. My bestie works from home too. So envious of both of you, sis. Thanks. That's the best blessing job. Yes, it is. It is. It is. I have a friend that works from home now. And y'all, she's afraid that she's becoming too closed off. She's thinking about getting a job back in the public because, she got the job during the pandemic and it has worked out really well. I think because it has always been a work from home company. So she was blessed to get that job and kept it because the pandemic started 4 years now for us. So she kept it for like almost 3 years. And she was like, oh no, because everything was open back up, of course, by the time she needed to change. So she was able to change and find another work from home job. But when she made the change, she was like, maybe I should go back into the public because this is so convenient. But she feels like it makes her a little bit lazy because all you have to do is dress nice from the top up. You can have pajamas on, waist down, and dress nice top up. So she's starting to want to get back into, being around people. And she's younger, so she's not at that age where, maybe some women are like, I'd rather be at home. When you're young, you have those moments, or you can be like that for a while. But when you're younger, and even some older people who work from home, they start to miss that engagement. So right now, she's still on a work from home job, but she's debating maybe even part-time getting something outside of the home and then seeing how it is and maybe just trickling back into the outside workforce. But, she hasn't so far because the job is really, really good. Great benefits, great job. But it's just that feeling that you get sometimes where it's like, okay, at one point some of us were kind of forced to stay in, but now you don't have to. And she doesn't want to feel like, what do you call people who just never get out of the house ever? They just don't like getting out of the house. What do you call those people? A recluse. She doesn't want to feel like that. She says it's nice having to work from home. She really, truly enjoys it, but she doesn't want to be reclusive. She doesn't want to feel like a recluse. And I think she's starting to feel kind of like that sometimes until she talks to friends who work outside of the home. And then she feels like, nah, I'm good. Then she's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Thursday and Friday, I sure have on my PJ. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, not antisocial. She just doesn't want to feel like a recluse. Like she doesn't like she goes out like and she enjoys friends and family. It hadn't made her like wall off to activities or to being around people, but just those 8 hours that she works. Like some people now, like I think it was maybe Amazon or Facebook or somebody, people were working from home. And so at first, even the companies loved it. I guess it helped them with their power bills, water bills, but it's kind of like a home. When no one lives in a home for a while, the home starts to go down, right? So I think with these companies, they were like, at first, everybody was like, some people didn't want to work from home. And then when people got used to it and started to like it, they're like, no, we need you guys back in the buildings. We need you back. So since her job was a work from home job, even before the pandemic, she was good. She didn't have to worry about going inside. So she still parties and stuff like that. But when it comes to work, she says she wants to interact more, other than just Zoom meetings, Google meetings, and stuff like that. She wants to interact more. Yeah, she wants to interact more. So, but you know what? I think what keeps her from doing that, Sassy, is still that convenience of running to clock in at home, not having to use your gas to get to where you got to go, clocking in real quick. Nobody has to see you all day. Some days they don't even, have meetings where they have to cam up. So I think that has been what has kept her at home. Enjoying that aspect has kept her home. But she does says that now, she's kind of starting to miss it going back out into the workforce. So she's a part of the workforce. She's just a work from home. I think I'd be like that too, because I would be afraid to work from home because I think I would slack off. I think I would slack off. And I'm not going to lie, she does. She says that she slacks off. She says that she slacks off. But she's great. She's always getting, recommendations from the clients and things like that. So she does great. She does great. But it does allow you, I think she slacks off in kind of like a good way. Not too much, just enough to give yourself, it's like fighting a bear just to get a bathroom break. Y'all, did it go out or something? It just told me that I was live. I'm like, I've been live for 45 minutes. I'm getting off work. Jazzy says in about 8 minutes, y'all. Everyone have a wonderful, thank you, Jazzy, rest of your day. Stay safe and blessed. Much love. Much love to you, Miss Jazzy. And thank you again for coming into the live today. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Jazzy says, have a great day. I mean, Miss Sassy. Wait a minute, Sassy. Jazzy. Sassy says, have a great day, Jazzy. Bria says, Miss Jazzy, sis, please enjoy your time off. Drive safe home. Blessings to you. Exactly. It stopped. I didn't even know it. Y'all, this is making me think. Like, see, I've been okay. But now I'm starting to sniff. And the pollen count is low. The grass count is high. So this is making me think that this grass is having an effect as well. Because yesterday, the pollen count was moderate. The grass count has been high, and it will be high tomorrow and Friday. And for some reason, usually if it's usually pollen. If the pollen is high, I'm going to catch it. Grass doesn't bother me so much. But today, the grass count is high, and yesterday it was high. So maybe it is. That is so strange how, like, it just comes, y'all. You never know when it's going to happen. Like, some people have never had an allergy as far as, like, seasonal allergies. They've never had them a day in their lives. Some people, they had them as kids, and they grew out of it. It's just stopped bothering them. Some people didn't have it as children, and it tears them up as adults. And that is me. I didn't have a problem as a kid. It was like I was 17 years old, and one day I had to call my granddad, like, come pick me up from school. My eyes are itching like crazy. My throat is scratchy, it's itching. I had to go home, y'all. And it seems like, you know, now it's becoming it's getting to be the grass as well. It's getting to be the grass as well. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Because grass was never a problem. The grass pollen was never a problem. Grass and ragweed, they were never problems for me. It was the tree pollen. But today, the pollen is low and the grass is extremely high from the forecast. And I'm starting to sniff. I'm getting the sniffles. Oh my God. Oh my God. And y'all know, I think the grass pollen goes all through summer. It goes all the way through to like maybe September. And that's when ragweed kind of kicks up. Oh, geez. You have seasonal allergies. Oh my gosh. It's always the springtime for me, Sassy. It's always springtime for me. I know some people have them year round. Like, some people are allergic to everything. Like the tree pollen, the grass pollen, the ragweed, everything. Ragweed doesn't seem to be a problem for me. But I better knock on wood because ragweed has been low. Ragweed is usually, it's worse like at the end of summer into fall. So, whew. But this grass, it seems like this grass is starting to get to me because today, like I said, today, the pollen count is low, and the grass count is high. So I'm thinking it's this grass. It's got to be because people, I ain't gonna lie to you, it smells so good. The grass smells so good. People have cut their lawns and it smells so good. I'm allergic to all the above you mentioned. And then the thing about it is, I don't like taking allergy medicine, but sometimes, you have to. If you don't want to be sneezing for hours at work, or if you don't want to be like headed to an event, like a wedding or a graduation or something, you don't want to start sneezing your head off. And you got to go into the restroom. And look, you go into the restroom, you get yourself together, you sneeze like 20 times, and you think you're okay. You go back to your seat, and like it starts right back. It starts right back. Jeez. I'm like, stop it. And I'm thinking, okay, if they never 17, it didn't bother me. I was almost 18 when it started. So a lot of people say they never had a problem until they became adults. So can't the reverse be true? Can it like at some point in life leave you alone? Like go away? Allergies, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I know when you have things like peanut allergies, you can like slowly introduce those things to your child or yourself, like orange juice, certain things like that. And you may not be able to drink a half a gallon of orange juice, but maybe you can get like 4 ounces. If you kind of take an ounce a day, like 2 or 3 times a week, work your way up to half a cup. There's some people they just can't at all, but sometimes people can. And like shellfish allergies, I don't suggest that. Now, if you're gonna if you're gonna try to work yourself into out of a shellfish allergy, definitely consult your doctor. Definitely consult your doctor because those shellfish allergies are no joke and they are nothing to play with. And that's why some people don't go to restaurants because you never really know. When you go to restaurants, you tell people that your food can't be prepared on anything that shellfish has been prepared on. And you just never know. I knew someone that had, they requested, they had shellfish allergies and they said, please do not prepare my food on anything that has lobster, shrimp, any kind of shellfish, crawfish, anything. And oh my gosh, that person ended up having an attack and they found out that the food had not been prepared separately. So yeah, so if you're gonna deal with those major ones like that, make sure that you're working closely with the doctor. And it's probably best not to eat out for a while. Best not to eat out for a while. Hey Annie Moss in chat. Annie Mods and Chats. Lions Pride Mods and Chats. Listen, but can't type in the chat. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday, Annie. Happy Winning Wednesday. We're talking about wins. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. But you guys know that the conversation goes everywhere. Okay? Okay? We're going to win. We're going to win with these allergies, y'all. We're going to win. Even if we have to go ahead and take something, we're going to win. Everybody speaking to Annie. Books, have a great day. Is Books gone? Is Books out of here? Have a great day, Books. You take non-drowsy? Yeah. Yeah. It's best to, let me tell y'all something. When I'm at home for the night though, I'll pop that Benadryl. Cause that Benadryl, it ain't, I don't know who came up with Benadryl. But buddy. That Benadryl, whoo, ain't nothing like it nowhere, no how. It ain't nothing like that Benadryl, I'm telling you. When it comes to allergies, when it comes to a cold, even sometimes like if your sinuses keep running, it ain't nothing like that Benadryl, y'all. Nothing. I'm trying to get up because I know I missed some. Let's see. Bria says, I'm about to get my shoulder. My shoulder sexy so I can be outside this summer. Come on, bro. Come on, Brilliant. Get them shoulders sexy, I'm telling you. People like nice legs. People like a nice waist. People like a nice busty area. You know, it doesn't have to be top heavy, but some people like a nice busty area. And people like nice toned arms. People sleep on the shoulders and the arms, okay? The shoulders and the arms. You can you can be flat in the back. You can be flat in the back. But if your arms and your shoulders look nice, like you care about them, like you work them, a lot of times people don't even go down to the bottom part. A lot of times they don't even go down to the bottom part. I have a girlfriend like this. She was like, oh, I'm so flat. Like, I'm so flat. And I'm like, girl, look. Thank you. I'm like, girl, no, look. Too masculine, just toned. They don't care. They do not care at all. They don't care. Now, some of them care. You know, some people like what they like. But hey, you still look good. You still look good. Benadryl has me drowsy for days. Sassy, it has you drowsy for days. Sassy says Benadryl has her drowsy for days. Yeah, I went back up. Because I had missed so many comments. Like the comment that Brilliant made about her shoulders. I missed all that. So I had to go up because I know I had missed some. And I think Books was saying that she was about to leave and I had missed that. So I went back up. So yeah, I went back up. I was like, girl, when it comes to looking nice, these people don't care. I'm telling you, just go out and walk. You'll see. Go out and walk. They don't care. You got men saying hello. Men asking you, did you need any help? Do you need a ride? You got women asking you. They don't care. They just, if you look nice at all, you don't have to have a big booty patootie. You don't have to have a big booty patootie. At all. At all. It has almost been an hour, y'all. It's almost been an hour. And it seems like today, the later it gets, this sun is like, oh my gosh. It's not playing around. I'm trying to walk toward the shade. It was sprinkling a little bit. I thought it was about to rain. Yeah, I love to walk in the rain. The only thing about the rain is that my phone gets wet. That's the only reason. I'm going to have to find me a waterproof, water-resistant carrier, pouch or something for my phone. Because when it starts to rain, Yeah, I love being outside in the rain. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It feels so good, especially during the summertime, especially during the spring. It feels so good to be outside in the rain. Michelle Obama, yes, definitely. Very nice arms. And the people who couldn't get with that were the people who were mad that their wives didn't have those arms. Because when their wives have those arms, oh, it's a good thing. You know, they're feminine and they're fine and they're this or they're that. Michelle Obama is fine, period. Period. And she definitely has great arms. She definitely has great arms. She has probably the best set of arms to of a first lady to ever have. She has probably the best set of arms that the White House has had to walk through there as a first lady. You know, because to be toned does not mean to look manly. To be toned means to look nice, to look healthy, to look like you work on your body. That's what it looks like. Being toned doesn't mean being the Incredible Hulk. You know, you don't have to look like the Incredible Hulk. When you end your life, I am taking a nap. I am glad I will be home tomorrow working instead of in the office. I know you are, Sassy. I know you are. Well, girl, you're about to get that nap because I'm about to get off this thing in like a minute or two. Because I'm ready to just jump in the shower. I thought it was about to rain. I got my feelings hurt. I'm walking out here hoping to catch some rain. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm so glad that you do get to work from home tomorrow. Because like we were saying earlier, working from home is a blessing. You know, until you get bored or kind of tired of it. And even then it's a blessing. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, like I was telling my friend, okay, you say you might want to go back into the office. As soon as you go back, you have to get up and you have to be there on time. And people are relying on you to be there on time. You're going to miss it. You might miss it. You might miss it. But then again, people are different. She may be glad to be back in the office. She may be glad to be back in the office. But for right now, she is Monday through Friday working from home. Monday through Friday, and she is working from home. Fantasia has a nice and neat body too. Yes, she does. She does. In every area. In every area. In every area she does. Fantasia definitely does. And their body types are different. You think so? It's good when women are able to give other women compliments. That's what we are supposed to do. That's what we should be able to do. Doesn't mean anything. It means that you're able to see someone and compliment them the way that you should be. You never know when people need compliments. Sometimes those people who you think don't need them, because who knows? Like Sassy and I are saying, Michelle Obama has perfect arms, great arms. I think she works on them, but sometimes it's genetics. And sometimes it's both. But for all we know, to her, she may want them to be a little bit more cut, or a little bit more. It may be a soft spot to her. Fantasia, to me, I don't see a problem at all that Fantasia has. But for all I know, she may want her arms to be a little bit cut, or she may want her calves to be a little bit more. And then some women like the smooth calves where you can't really see a lot of muscle definition because they think that's a little, hard. So, and then you have other women who love a cut calf, a calf that's really cut. So you just never know, you just never know. But for me, looking at them, they have nice bodies. We have to be able to compliment them. We have to be able to compliment them. We have to be able to compliment each other. 2 days is a blessing for me. Oh, I think I saw that. Right, in every area. Every area. And then that depends on what people like. And a lot of times, it doesn't really depend on what people like. Because a lot of times, you have haters who just hate you for whatever reason. They hate you because you may look better than their wife. Or they hate you for the color of your skin. Or they hate you because of a position that you have. They hate you because they felt like you did something to them and you have no clue what they're talking about. People just hate you They hate you for all kinds of reasons, okay? Now, sometimes people have crossed you, but sometimes people just hate you for nothing. Or they criticize you because maybe they don't have that attribute. Maybe their girlfriend or their husband or their wife or their significant other doesn't have that attribute. So we got to be willing to we've got to be willing to compliment each other. That's women complimenting women, men complimenting men, women complimenting men complimenting women. It doesn't matter. Be able to compliment someone, and on the flip side of that, be able to receive the compliment too. Be able to receive the compliment, okay? Because some people are, it's hard for them to accept compliments. Believe it or not, it's hard for some people to accept compliments. And I won't even try to figure out why, because they may have a good reason for it. You just never know. We never know what people have been through in life. Whereas we may feel like we're being nice, it may be a soft spot for them for some reason. So you just never know. Hey, you give someone a compliment and they can't take it. What does that do? That's a teaching moment. It lets you know with that particular person, don't give them that compliment again, because you never know. You never know. That is so funny how I just, you know, I just started to look at things that way instead of getting offended sometimes. Sometimes I know I've said something with good intentions and that maybe 90% of the population would take as a compliment, but this one person didn't. Then that lets me know that that may be a soft area for them. It may be a soft area for them. I compliment women and men, especially a well-groomed man and woman. Yes, Sassy, come on, especially. I love seeing a well-groomed man and a well-groomed woman. Like you said, I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Of course, I'm more partial to men, but to see, of course, I am more partial to seeing a nice, well-groomed man. But I also love seeing a nice, well-groomed woman. Even if it's something that I'm not too particularly into, like I'm not into nails. I'm not into going to get my nails done. I'm not. I just, I don't have anything against it. To those who are, to each his own. But me personally, I feel like that's money I could do something else with. I look at that kind of stuff like that. I'm like, I'll grow my own nails. I'll do my own nails. And it could look like a plain Jane. You know what? Back in the day, just doing your nails, people would call you girly, So now, people say you aren't girly if you don't go to a nail salon. I'm like, what? Nah. You go give them your money, okay? You go give them your money. Hello, third unknown. Hello, how are you? Thank you, Lynn, over 50 and fabulous, stopping by to show love and support. I appreciate you. So you go give them your money. I'm not into that. It's girly enough for me to grow my own and to polish them when I want them polished, okay? So I'm not into that. I used to go to the hairdresser, but I'm like, when you start to think about the other things that you could do with that money, like put it in a savings jar, at the end of the year, go on a trip. The money that you put into the nails that you could do yourself, maybe it'll cost you $10 to do them yourself. Like, I don't even know how much they cost at the nail salon. I don't even know how much they cost anymore. I know back in the day they were too much for me. Like, not too much where I couldn't afford it. It was just I didn't want to pay that much. So to get nails done is what now? Maybe $40 or something? 50? I don't know. I don't even know. Do you guys know? But I know it's still maybe $10 max. You get a really good polish or an expensive polish out of the store, a cheap fingernail file. The polish may be $7. The file, $1, $2. And you just do it yourself. You do it yourself. You invest in one of those dryers that you stick your hand in, or you just let it dry on its own, like the old-fashioned days. Just let it dry on its own. So, unless it's like a special occasion or something, because I like to change colors too much. When I do wear them, like I don't wear polish a lot, but when I get in one of those moods, kind of like when you crave food. So when I get in one of those moods, I might wear one color for 2 days, and I want to change it. But if you're going to the nail salon, you can't change like that. And then if one breaks, you got to go and fix that, or it's got to look, funny. So, like I say, to each his own. You never criticize for people doing the things that they want to do, because those are the things that make them happy. But what makes me happy is not going to the nail salon. Not. Not. If they can't take it, I will never compliment. Sassy. Sassy. Sassy said if they can't take it, I will never compliment them again. I look at it like that too, but then I sometimes look at it like people have been through things and you just don't know. So what may seem like a compliment to them, to you, may not be a compliment in their eyes. So I try to look at it like that. Because there have been times where someone said something to me and I was like, do you think I didn't know that? It's been like that all my life. You know, Now, of course, if they say it in a sarcastic way, then you know it's not a compliment. They're trying to be funny. But sometimes you just get tired of hearing things. Like I remember one of my friends, every time one of our classmates, and not even as our classmates, but our other friends would see her children, they would say, "Oh, they look so much like their dad." And Sassy, when I tell you, that's fine. That to me is a compliment. You decide to have kids with that person. That's a compliment. But can you not imagine her getting tired of that at some point? Over and over and over and over. Like some of the same people saying it every time they see her and the kids, as if she doesn't know that her kids look 10% like her and like 90% like their dad, who was, by the way, a very nice looking man. And they made very pretty children. But it was just the hearing it over and over and over. It's just like when someone hears, "Oh, she's so short all the time," or "she's so tall." Do you not think that they've not heard that all their lives? So I can see a situation where I walk up to a WNBA player and I'm like, "Ooh, she's tall." Or like, "You're really tall." Do you not think that she has not heard that all her life? And I might be saying it in a good way, in a nice way. So I just try not to address that particular thing again, whatever it was. I try to do that. I try to do it that way. I try to do it that way. Imagine someone who's 4'6" come to the new job. The first thing she's going to hear everybody on the job is saying, "The new one, the real short lady, that real short lady." She's going to hear that stuff even when you think she's not around. The real short one. I'm like, and so then someone walks up to her like, "Man, you're so short." And she gives you that F you look. It's not because she's mad about being short. You just don't know. She's heard this probably 10 million times in her life. So that's how I try to look at it like that. I won't address whatever I said again, but yeah, I'll compliment them again. Brilliant says over 50. Third unknown, Sardar. Hello, Sardar. Thank you, Brilliant, because I didn't see Sardar. Right, Brilliant. Sometimes that's not a compliment. Sometimes what seems like is something that is a compliment. Sometimes when you feel like you're giving a compliment, that is your true intention. And generally speaking, it is a compliment, but maybe not to that person. Maybe not to that person. Oh my gosh, Brilliant. Yes, or the big lady, or the real skinny lady. Right, right, right. And it's like they may not even be talking directly to them, but they're talking about them. Like you say, they come into the room, or they come into the church, or they come into the Walmart. You walk, it's like, "Oh, she's so skinny." How do you know she's not battling an eating disorder? How do you know what's going on with her? And sometimes people will say she's so skinny and they're saying that as a compliment. It also depends on who's saying it. Sometimes they can say things meaning them as compliments and they're not compliments. So I just try to stay away from that, especially if it's someone that I'm going to be around kind of on a regular basis. Because we have to learn each other. We have to learn each other. And then if it's a stranger, I'm not going to say it either because, again, you just never know. So people try to say nice and kind things. You know how we encourage that over here. Say something nice to someone. You never know what they're going through. Okay? But it would be really funny if you say something nice. I don't know. To me, just talking about somebody's characteristic isn't nice. Like to say, "Oh, you're so this." To me, that's like, uh, like that's not my first thing to do with people. Like I'll say, "Oh, she's so cute." "Oh, he's so handsome." That kind of stuff. But when you start to talk about, "Oh, she's so skinny," even if you're saying it like, "Oh my gosh, I wish I had her figure. She's so skinny. That waist is whatever, and this is whatever." Like sometimes people talk a little bit too much, about people's characteristics or their features. So I try to keep it I try to keep it in the area of she's pretty, she's cute, he's nice looking, he's handsome. I kind of keep it like that. I try to steer away from addressing people's what butt size, um, something like their arms. That's not too. I don't know anybody who doesn't like a nice set of arms. You know, even if they know you mean it in a good way, sometimes people get tired of it. But that's nice. But when someone says something about somebody's rear end, sometimes it can be nice, and sometimes cannot be nice. It depends on who's saying it, and it depends on who they're talking about. That's just like when we were talking about Fantasia. Fantasia has a nice shape. Well, don't you know you'll get other women who are envious, who will swear up and down they aren't envious. Well, if you're not envious, why are you saying it in a negative way? If that's not for you, guess what? That's probably not you. That's her. But I have been, with friends before, and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, her hair is so pretty like that." And one of my friends will be like, "I don't like it because of." I'm like, "Well, okay, that's your right to say you don't like it, but just make sure you keep it down. Like, they don't need to hear it. They don't need to hear it." Sassy's like, "Right, that is so rude." Yeah, I hate when people tell me you got a big butt. See, that makes me feel like that's all. Right, that's what I'm saying. Okay, see, I'm glad I said it that way because that's what I mean. Like sometimes, I'm like you, Sassy. If I say something and it's meant to be a compliment and it's meant to be in a nice way, then and they seem like they didn't appreciate it or accept it. It's not so much that I won't give them a compliment about something else, but I won't address that anymore. I won't address that because you never know how people feel about that particular part of their body, especially when you're talking about people's bodies. So I won't address that anymore. And see, you would think with the way big butts are in, big butts have always been in for us. So like, you would think the way that's in, most people would be like, "Really?" Just take it as a compliment. But like you said, you hate when people say that. Like, you've probably heard that a million times your whole life. On my last job, that's all I heard, especially from other race of people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And see, a lot of the other people, they're just not starting to buy it. Well, they've been buying it for years now. And it would just be every now and again, they would have it naturally. They would have it naturally. Most of us, not every single one of us, but most of us have had it when it wasn't even in style for them. When they said it was nasty, they said it was ugly, they said it was awful, they said it looked gross and grotesque. We had it. But then when this little thing called plastic surgery came along and people could just buy it, it let us know that it was envy all along. It let us know that it was envy all along. We knew it. We knew it, but they would never admit it. But hey, Mr. Fix It is when they started to admit it. When Mr. Fix It, how you want it, came along, and all these big butts that look so different popped up, we were like, we've been new. We've been new. And we were never ashamed because we've been new. It's kind of like the same thing with lips. With lips. Most of us never had to go see Mr. Botox. We never did. Most of us never had to go see Mr. Botox. Now to go see Mr. Botox is the thing to do. As far as the lip injections, now you have people who maybe wanted to go straighten out some of those wrinkles. Because even when they say it doesn't crack, sometimes it creates a little crease form. So sometimes people go get that fixed. But I'm talking about the stuff that we just had. Like, we just had it. And people talked about it so negatively. So negatively. Until Mr. Fix-Its came along. The Mr. Fix-It doctors came along. And were able to fix it to be just how you wanted it. And it was really amazing to see how many people truly wanted those big lips that we were born with. Hey, Tamika. Welcome into the chat, Tamika. Hey, Lines Pride in chat. Bria says, I think I agree. Some of our melanated features are truly a blessing. We didn't always see it that way, for me at least. Yeah, you know why we didn't? Well, I don't know for everybody as far as the why. But it's because you've been hearing it be bashed for so long. You've been seeing what the mainstream idea of beauty was. When honestly and truly, their idea of beauty was living in us. It was living in us. It was living in us. It really was. It really was. But people will say things negatively about your features because they aren't the same features that they have. When you want to look at the general, consensus of things, the overall picture. I just wish people of different races would see each other's features as beautifully unique. Beautifully unique. I think every race has features that are beautifully unique. I really do. To me, everyone has, but it seems like we always caught the negative end of it. Like we were always the ones who the features were always a bad thing until people started to expose themselves and go purchase butts, go purchase big lips. Everything that was big and ugly when it was mostly affiliated with us became beautiful and voluptuous when it became affiliated with other people. That's just how people are, y'all. That's just how people are. But we all know, we each and every one of us knows that we all have beauty. We all have some people who are just like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You have people who see beauty in every race, creed, and color. You have people who can see it. You don't have to look like them in order for them to see your beauty, inside and out. And that is the beauty of the world in general. For us to be able to recognize the beauty in ourselves, our own people, and other people, that is the beauty of the world. That is the most beautiful part of anybody. I don't care what color you are, what race you are, where you're from, your nationality. I don't care where it's from. What makes you most beautiful is being able to acknowledge the beauty that is you and not letting anybody tell you that you're not, but also being able to acknowledge the beauty in others, because everyone has their own beautiful features. Everyone. If we're talking about race and all this kind of stuff, every race has features that are beautiful. I love a big set of beautiful blue eyes, green eyes, no matter what race it is. I love a big set of beautiful blue, green eyes. But guess what? I love a big set of beautiful brown eyes as well. And they don't have to be hazel. They don't have to have that hazel appearance. They can be big and dark brown and beautiful, just as beautiful as any other set of eyes. So, y'all, I was a little distracted. I'm starting to see too many new cats around here. I'm starting to see too many new cats around here. People should think of themselves as cats when it comes to colors and beauty. Think of yourself as animals. The, a cat is a perfect example that any color, any color, you have cats that are black, white, gray, yellow, orange, multicolored. Colors are beautiful. Do we like some colors more than others? Yes. But when we're talking about humans, colors are beautiful. We're a rainbow of colors. They're beautiful. Yes, Sassy. Right. Now it's bold and beautiful. Right. Right. Bold and beautiful now. And it used to be big and dirty, big and nasty. Like, what? Really? No, it's just us. God made us all. Whether you like it or not, God made us all. Love yourself. Bria says, on the same note regarding addressing people, we had training last week on the sensitivity of asking people their pronouns. I still don't quite get it, but I'm trying. You'll get it. You'll get it, Brilliant. It is. That can be hard. That can be hard. And it can take you some time, but you'll get it. Especially, and you know what? Whoever taught the class, they probably don't get it all the way. They probably don't get it all the way. Isn't it funny how the people who teach us had to be taught as well? People who teach us had to be taught as well. Yes, yes, Sassy. Cats and dogs have so many different beautiful colors. Now, me personally, I don't think, I have enough sense that I can recognize, yes, they're beautiful. I just don't like them. Like, I don't like them. I just don't like them. I love wild animals, but I just don't like. It's something about. I'm telling y'all, they're too smart. They're too smart. That's what I can admit that they're too. They're scary because they're so smart. They are so smart. Cats are smart. So yes, they are scary to me. Their colors are beautiful, but they are scary to me. Sassy says, brilliant, you will get it. I promise you that. Yes, she will. She will get it. And again, the people who are teaching it probably didn't get it at one point. They probably had to take the class, in order to teach the class. It's just like when you're in school for anything else or you're taking the class for anything else. Those who teach it had to be taught it as well. And believe it or not, some of them didn't always get it. But again, you will get it, brilliant. You will get it. I can understand what you're saying though, because you don't want to get it wrong or what is deemed wrong or considered wrong. Because a lot of times there are things that we don't consider to be wrong that maybe others do. So you just have to, work on it. And when you feel like you may have offended, or when someone tells you you have offended, just let them know that that wasn't the intention. You apologize for them feeling offended, and then you just move on. Because what may offend one person, just like we were talking about people's characteristics, what may offend one person, the next person may be happy, to hear it. You just never know. You just never know. Hi, is that Giowa? Is that, I don't know, Giowa? It's not what, it's Gia? I don't know. Poli, I'll say the last part. Hi, Poli from Italy. Nice to have you. We're about to end the live, but I do appreciate you for coming in. We just chat over here. We walk and we talk. We walk and talk. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. I walk and talk in an effort to get you guys to move, whether it's walking, whether it's on your bicycle, treadmill, elliptical, swimming, skating, whatever it is, dancing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to encourage you to move. And we have conversations in the chat, conversations where we can, we want to help each other out. We want to help each other understand things. We oftentimes just share experiences with each other. And today was Winning Wednesday. So if you happen to catch this replay, tell me something, tell me a situation where maybe you didn't think you were winning, but at the end of the day, you came out the winner. It could be a situation, it can be whatever. Tell us where you thought maybe you weren't doing so well, but you came out the winner. It could be a situation where it wasn't even about winning, but at the end of it, you felt like a winner. So if you catch the replay, please leave that in the comment section if you don't mind. And again, welcome here. If you've never been here before, we just come on and we encourage people to move. We want to walk and talk and encourage you to move. And if you see my legs moving, that is why. That is why. We're just walking. We're not going anywhere in particular. We're making laps. We're walking and we're sharing nuggets with each other. And on that note, you guys know what time it is. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. So get yourself out of those places where you see chaos and where you see negativity. Remove yourselves because those places can start to weigh on you and cause stress that you don't need. We all have some degree of stress. We've been through some stress, or we may go through stress, God forbid. But don't let stress people stress you. Don't allow people to pull you into their misery lounge. Okay? Don't allow people to pull you into their misery lounge. Don't let bother people bother you. Brian says the biggest win for all of us on here today is that we woke up. Hallelujah. Come on, Brilliant. Come on. Sassy says, Lounge Pride, I need to share you out. More says walking and moving is so important. Yes, it is. It is. It is, Sassy. It really is. And for those who can't really walk the way you would like to walk, because we know that sometimes people may have limitations, always consult with your healthcare provider, and figure out what's good for you. Figure out a starting point for you. You know, you see me walking, and yes, I'm encouraging you guys to move, but always figure out a starting point. What's good for you? And when it feels like it's too much, always stop. Always stop. Always know your limits. And when something starts to feel like it's a limit, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, okay? Know your limits. Talk with your healthcare providers if you have not exercised before. Know your limits. And if you have exercised before and you haven't done it in a while, don't act like you have to. It's not a race. It's not a race. You're not racing with anyone. You're walking for fitness. You're exercising for fitness. For those who lift weights, if you know you don't lift weights, don't try and lift 50 pounds and you haven't even been lifting 10. Come on. That's just an example, but don't try and lift 50 pounds. Don't try and do 10 reps with a 50-pound weight and you haven't even been doing 12 reps with a 10-pound weight, okay? Know your limits, know where you need to start, and work your way up. Work your way up. So on that note, y'all, Sassy says, amen, Sister Brilliant. I'm so grateful to be in a group. It be people in wheelchairs. Yeah, walking canes. Yeah. Just know your limits. Know what you can do and what you can't do. Know where you should start. Just know your limits and have goals. Set your goals. Along with knowing your limits, set your goals. Set your goals. And don't let other people set your goals for you. That is something that needs to be decided between you and your healthcare provider. What your goals are, what your limits are, you know better than anybody else. What your limits are, you know better than anyone else. Anyone else. And what your goals are, or what your goals should be, that starts with you and your healthcare provider. Whether that's your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, most importantly, your physician, your trainer, if you have a trainer, your therapist, all those people will be able to help you. Any of those people can help you. Amen. Brian says, amen. Until next time. Until next time, everybody, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all.